I have the pleasure right now of speaking with two of tonight's presenters here at the 34th Artios Awards. Betsy Brandt, Don Norwood, thank you so much for joining me. So you guys just got off stage after standing in front of a ballroom full of basically every major casting director in Hollywood. So what's that like?
Very nerve-wracking because it dawns on you, right? As soon as you go, oh, wow, this is everybody who can give me a job. Yeah. But yeah, you try to relax and just approach everybody like you do when you audition in the room. You go in, you let it all go, and you just do your thing.
The first word that came to my mind when you said, what's it like, is awesome. Now, because I looked out there and I'm like, there are a lot of faces I know and love, which makes me at first feel old, but then I'm like, God, I have worked a lot, and that's good. Like, there's a lot of good people out there.
Faces you know and love. I like that because we are celebrating casting tonight.
Yes,
so let me know, why is it important for you guys to be here? Why celebrate casting directors? What have they meant to your careers?
They're your first fans. You know, they're the people who champion your cause, and people have used that word a lot tonight. Champion you, and that's what it needs. You need someone to believe in you, someone that brings you back in time after time, even when you have bad auditions and things like that, because they know your capability and they look forward to your, continued career and your success.
I remember, I think my first producer session, I hadn't lived here that long. I went in for a drama, and I did my scene for the producers, and I cried, and I read Gail. It was for Zane Pillsbury, and Gail Pillsbury read with me. And after I read, she pumped her fist, and I thought, I'm not a musical theater person, but I felt like I should break into a song because it was so nice to have someone that I really didn't even know believe in me, especially when you tell your parents you want to be an actor, and they're like, oh, hey. And I thought, oh, thank you so much. My whole family thinks I'm crazy, but I really feel like I can do this, and they do. And they really want you. They want you to get it.
Yeah, and they're proud of you. It's great to go in and kill a scene, and they're just revving up inside, and they're more than happy to have brought you in front of this producer or whoever, and it's just exciting, man, to just do them justice,
Yeah, and I feel like they know who's right for that role before the director, before he or she, I mean, it's almost always a he, but that's getting better, but before they know what they want, or the producers, and I feel like the casting director says, and they're like, well, let's look at 70 other people, and then they end up going with who the casting director probably first suggested.
Right. A lot of casting directors say that they wish they could actually choose the actors for those roles. Too bad they aren't the people to choose for us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Over the course of your careers, you worked with a lot of different casting directors, and your relationship with them has kind of grown and changed. We recognize what they do for us in the room. For any younger actors watching who are still figuring out what that relationship is and maybe feeling intimidated by these gatekeepers in the room, any advice on how to work with casting directors and how to think of them in terms of career development?
I would say, remember, they brought you in for a reason. They want you to do well. They're not wanting you to do bad. You know what I mean? They brought you in for a reason. So remember that. They're on your side. And when you have a question, really ask. Sometimes you read a line, there's certain take you have on it, certain things don't make sense. It's your audition. Approach them, talk to them. Don't get on the nerve, but don't ask stupid questions. But if you got a real question,
I always ask stupid questions.
Ask a real
I preface
question.
it with, do you want to just do one? Because I will ask questions as long as the day, if I can, because that's what we do, right?
Yeah,
we just want to be so specific, and so I always look at it, if I'm lucky enough to get into a room and read, I just think, whoever else is in that waiting room, this is my opportunity to be that character in that moment and put that out, and just if you really love acting, we really love acting, and so that's your time. And the casting director is always your champion.
That is great advice. Well, I know CSA really appreciates you being here, and I appreciate you.
Isn't it an honor?
Man, I was very happy to get that letter to invite. I'm like, oh, they like me. Right? They like me. Yeah, I was so proud and happy to
like
wow.
my Sally Field moment. I was like, you like me because I like you. But it's really wonderful to be here as an actor.
Yes.
I mean, it
is an honor.
Yeah, it's an honor.
Well, I certainly appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Thank
Thank you so much. You
you.
guys are amazing. We can just sit and chat all night. I'd be fine
I know.
with that.
I feel like I should turn on the TV tomorrow morning, and
Right?
you should be there. Make it good.
I
say
hope
good
so.
News, even if it's not
I
true.
hope
We
so.
should just
Good news all the
have my
time.
coffee. I would watch that channel.
Somebody listen to
you go.
this,
There we
please.
go.
Somebody,
Casting.
anybody, anybody.
All the time.
Guys, thank you
All the
so
time.
much. Very nice to
Thank
meet you. Really
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
thank
Thank you
you.
so
Oh.
much.